My apologies for that, you guys. Hope there won't be any more interruptions. As I was saying, tonight we're going to address the epidemic, a problem in Montgomery, Alabama, missing young black women. And the problem is there's never really no coverage because it seems that our officials and many of our people in that city just don't care. But only way we're going to solve this problem is we solve it ourselves. We solve these issues, bring these ladies home on our own because our city don't care. We so focus on harassing motorists and petty things in the city that are not most important than the stuff that's going on right under your nose. So I'm trying to give you guys a few minutes to come in here, so I won't have to go through this twice, but I may talk 20 minutes. I may talk 30 minutes. I don't know. I may talk till my phone go dead. I just want this to be a message that many people hear. So I'm asking you, if you tune into this live right now, share, share, share. Share it to all your friends. Share it to all the groups. It's a message that needs to go out. And if you want to look back at it or share it later, please screen record it, because I'm pretty sure I probably get blocked or the live will get taken down as some other ones I already have. So you guys just share. Please keep coming to the live. I'm going to give it a few minutes, then I'm going to start talking. But it has to be addressed. All these young ladies going missing in Montgomery, Alabama is not a coincidence. Same different demographics, same areas. It's most definitely not a coincidence. As I said in my past live, you never wonder why when these young ladies go missing, all of a sudden it just seems like they disappeared into thin air. It's not possible. People don't disappear into thin air. And in Montgomery, Alabama, the reason people are disappearing into thin air is because higher ups, very important people, judges, lawyers, doctors, councilmen, commissioners, all involved in this stuff. You know why? Because we have a lot of them that are involved in liking little bitty young children, underage boys, underage girls. They tie it all up into this, but the city keep it under their wraps because they're all in the good old boy and the friend club. But the day is coming really near that's going to be exposed because people are talking. People are talking. People are sharing the documents. So it's only a matter of time. But we're going to talk about these missing girls. That's what we're going to talk about because I feel like nobody's bringing it to light. Been years. You might see, they might look for them and talk about it a couple of days, and once every year or two bring it up. But we know, I'm not a racist, but if these young ladies had a last name like Hilton or Lohan, or, you get the drift of what I'm saying, it'd be massive efforts to find these young ladies. And if anything, they might even just pin on somebody. But that ain't what we're looking for. Why are our black youth disappearing without a trace? You know why? Because they want to label a bunch of them as druggies and prostitutes. And once they get that label, they don't care. So the efforts are off. They just tell the family everything is hearsay. That's what I was told by the police. A lot of stuff that I investigated and I found out, it's all hearsay. But last time I checked, everything is hearsay until you prove it. So how can you prove if something's hearsay or facts if you don't go investigate it? And Montgomery Police Department investigations, I don't feel like with all these cases, you guys did everything you could, use your resources. How many organized searches have you guys did? And I won't just put the searches on the police department, but I'll hold that for a minute. I just want to get some people in here, and I want to share my life a little bit. We're going to talk because it needs to be talked about. So you guys just give me a minute so I can do a little bit of sharing. I tagged a lot of people, but I need to get a few more in here before I start talking so I don't have to go through it twice. What's up, Everett? What's up, David, Deidre, Cassandra? I appreciate you guys a lot. I do. But yes, this is a major problem. And I say I'll give it a few more minutes, but we're gonna address these things. Um, I forgot the name of it. I should remember it. Okay. And this live is brought to you guys by Lawrence Investigators LLC from Baltimore, Maryland. I'd like to give a nice shout out to the first people to actually be a sponsor for Dream the Journalist. And I hope to have many more, but I appreciate them. for being the first people to be a sponsor for me and what I'm doing. Um, but like I said, to start off once again, young ladies in Montgomery, Alabama, black females going missing are not a coincidence. A lot of these black women going missing in the same demographics, the same areas. It's not a coincidence because you have some of the same high-powered people that are involved because they're involved in trafficking, they're involved in drugs, they're involved in these kidnappings. That's why they're brushed off, or you don't see them anymore. Disappear like ghosts. But see, what sickens me in this city is, trust me, Montgomery talk too much. There's always one or two people that know what happened. And my heart goes out to all those families of those missing or those affected. Bring home Poonie, bring home Lakira, and bring home laquanda. And also Kimberly Anderson. These are 4 black youth that have went missing in our area over the years. And all of a sudden, no, there's never any answers, never talk of it. There may be a memorial or might be a posting of it every 2 or 3 years, but it's not even the police's fault. It's not their fault. It's not being, you know what? It's our fault as a community. We're not looking. Because my question is, let's begin with Lakira. My question is, we have so many people that were close to her, so many people that care about her, so many people that seem to be concerned with her well-being and where she is, but how many people have really, really, really bound together to go have a search? How many? Honestly, how many people could honestly say they got together and conducted a real search? There could be hundreds of people. Hundreds of people could go have a search and look for these areas of these rumors of places that she could be. But have we done that? No. Because a lot of us are so busy entertaining the rumors and all the mess that ain't even confirmed. You can share that. We can all bond together to buy some Jordans. We can line up for that and fight each other. We can line up for First Friday. We can all come together for all the things that aren't important. But finding these young black women and bringing them home and bringing their families justice, that's important. And people are like, why do you do this? I do it because I care. I do it because I have a 17-year-old daughter. And if anything ever happened to mine, I want people to do the same thing. And people say, are you in fear? Do you worry? No. I stay prayed up. I don't have any reason to worry. And for the few people, that want to hide behind the fake pages, and behind the private calls and stuff, I won't fall back. I won't do that. And the only reason I feel like you would do that is if it's somebody that's involved. Why would you be pressing me? I was just in Alabama last week, questioning and talking. I'm going to continue to do it. As long as God gives me breath every morning to wake up, I'm going to look. I'm going to investigate. I'm going to get those questions answered. One day I'm going to get the truth to come out. And people are talking. See, what you fail to realize is some of you people that have been mentioned in these cases for involvement and stuff, you watching my lives off of your friends' pages. Yeah, because you don't want me to see you watching the lives. How would I know that? Everybody you say your friend, not your friend. Because of course, like I said, people are talking. And a lot of you in this Lakira case that say, that you don't know this or you never seen her this or whatever, you fail to leave out so many things. A bunch of y'all lied. And this is confirmed stuff. So let's just start from the beginning there. From the rumors. Rumors. Supposedly Key West End, she was there with another female and guys. Supposedly she was raped. And these are, I'm saying, supposedly no confirmation to these stories. Supposedly she was raped and she had what they thought was a heart attack, which was probably an asthma attack because she has severe asthma. And they panicked instead of taking her to the hospital and took her somewhere and dumped her body. Stories. And actually a story that's been repeated by many people. Okay, so let's take it there. Her being at the Key West End, that's pretty much confirmed. There's no way around that. Possible footage of her, video footage of the hotel of her being there, which they're saying the family can't see. but we're pretty confirmed that she was there at some point. And it's pretty confirmed that she was there with another female at which the time that this event happened. As from the audio recording that was all over the internet that you guys know about, to me asking around. But it's confirmed she was there with another female. During my time in Alabama, I spoke with a female, possibly that person, and they adamantly denied that they were ever there with them. Well, that's a red flag because I 99% confirmed that she was there with that person. So if this story is traveling all over the place about this rape, I'm pretty sure the story is traveling around about the names of the individuals that were there. And just know, we are very close to getting those names. Don't allow yourself to be caught up in bullshit because you want to protect people. What kind of person are you to protect somebody if you know they did this? What if somebody did this to your daughter, or your child, or your niece, or whatever? But you guys want to be secretive and you want to keep the lies. But it's too many people in Montgomery, Alabama that knew this girl, that was close to this girl, that was friends with this girl, for nobody to know nothing. That's a lie. This city is really, really good at holding secrets and lies. And many of you that I spoke to, they told me stories and accounts of this and that. A lot of y'all lied. There's no need to lie to me. A couple of y'all blocked me. But innocent people don't block. Innocent people don't hide. Because one thing I could say, if my name was ever through in anything and I knew I wasn't that person, I would be beating the door down to go clear my name. But ain't a whole lot of that going on because y'all want to hold to the secrecy code. But one thing I can tell you, in every circle of niggas that do dirt, there's always one nigga that you fall out with or you do something to, and it's a nigga you never should have, because guess what? They gonna talk. And people are talking. And the good thing about me doing this journalism in a few months being away, I built up a real good network, strong network of people in the missing persons community. And they getting intel on people. We know a whole lot more than you guys think. So the best thing to do this whole time was to pick up a phone and call a witness protection line. Not witness protection line, a crime line, or give an anonymous tip. But you guys don't want to do that. You want to run around the city and act like you don't know what's going on when a bunch of you are just as guilty. If you know what happened and you're not saying anything about it, you're just as guilty as the people who did it. And I will continue to do this and press and dig. I don't care, like I said, about the private calls. I don't care about the fake page messages. One thing about me, just to let you know, I don't walk around here in fear every day. That shit don't scare me at all. So if you're trying to intimidate me or scare me off of this, I'm not the person. I'm not it. I'm not a gangster. I'm not a thug. I'm not none of that. I'm just me. But that stuff's not going to scare me off of it because I made an oath to the family. I made an oath to myself that I'm going to continue until I find out who's responsible for this. And it's probably somebody right up under our nose. And what kills me is probably some of you guys that are involved are probably, the mom, I'm so sorry. I hope we find her. And you know what? People always return to the scene of their crime. And what I say about that is the Find Laquira's page. A lot of the people jumping on the page are people that are a part of it. You know why? Because they always want to return to the scene so they can see what's going on and see what people know. But I'm only going to say so much on here, but trust me, authorities know way more than you guys think. And when people's doors start falling down, then you'll be upset and you'll be worried. When all many of you had to do was just say something in the first place. And I pray that every night, all those individuals involved, every night I pray that it haunts you every single night of what you did. Because you deserve everything you get when it all comes to the light. There's no excuses if that story is true, but my gut, my heart prays that she's alive. I pray that all these women are alive that are missing. But I hope that those that are responsible most definitely get in trouble to the fullest extent of the law. But the problem is the law is not trying to press the law. The law don't care. They're not beating down doors. They're like we're waiting on a lead. Nobody's going to walk into your office at the district attorney's office, at the police department, investigations, and just give you tips and information. It don't work like that. You guys aren't even out there looking for it. But you know why? Because you're making a mother, you're making family, you're making everyday citizens like me be the investigators. And the sad thing about this, people are more willing to talk to me then they willing to talk to you. And that's most definitely because there's a divide between the community and the police. For the most part, a few bad police that have mishandled people have the distrust messed up for everybody. So many people don't like dealing with the police, period. There's a divide. And nothing's been done to try to fix that divide because everything that happens with a black youth, black person, it's not much done, especially now missing and endangered. It just gets brushed under the rug and threw up on a wall in Walmart because they don't care. But you got people like me that care. Like I said, people say, are you scared? Are you worried? I have no reason to be. God put it on my heart to do this. I have more of a passion for writing and investigations than I do anything in my life. So I will continue to do this. If I were to find out what happened to one of these young ladies, and as a result, my life be gone tomorrow, which I pray not, I'm covered by God, it won't happen, but if it would, I'd be fine with that. If I was able to bring the answers or bring one person home that's missing to their family, and something happened to me because of that, I'd be fine with that. I accept that. I just be hurt for my family, and I pray God keeps me covered, and it never happens. But I feel like some of y'all be on some intimidation shit. And I'm not scared of none of y'all. Call me with a regular number. Call me, inbox me on a real page. Stop watching me on your friends' pages. Only reason y'all watch me on your friends' page because you're trying to see what I know, what I got going on, and because your ass is guilty. But all these names gonna start rolling. Because they say the key to this story, the secret is hidden in one side of town. One side of town. I don't even have to say it. Everybody know what side of town they're talking about because it comes up over and over and over. In Pig's case. And it's all going to come to the light. But it ain't going to come to the light from the police and the authorities. Because a lot of them are pushing up, brushing up under the rug. And I know as of late, you guys seen all the posts and all the shares about the accusations on Mr. William Boyd. Accusations. Besides their support and documentation of some of that stuff. But a lot of that stuff is accusations. And I'll say that because I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened, what didn't. But my quick thing is, nobody's ever want to have the courage to say they want to have a sit down with the man. They never want to talk to him about it. But I feel like the only way to clear the light with a person with accusations is to talk to him, to find out. So I know people see my post. I know people saw me tag him. And I'm pretty sure maybe he's already seen my post of the stuff I share. But I'm asking you, Mr. William Boyd, to have a sit down, a conversation with me. Let's just clear the air. Just clear the accusations. Just let the world know it's not true. I'm just speaking for the people because other people are scared to say it. So I just officially ask you for a sit down. If you don't, you totally have that right. I'm just tired of seeing it put out there, and nobody's even coming to you as a man or woman to ask you, are these accusations real? But one thing I do know, all the corruption, there's lots of corruption going on in that city. Higher levels, and this is from good sources. People that really know. People that formerly work with them. I have conversations with all kind of people. So much damn corruption from the top of the ladder all the way to the bottom. Bunch of pedophiles and people that like underage girls. People you never would expect that are supposed to be public servants of us. It's just sickening. And that's why so much trafficking is going on, so much prostitution is going on. But they don't care about that. They don't care anything about that. It's just another black person missing. And it just ain't right. I wish there was a way for there to be a federal investigation on all the areas of the Montgomery government. Because a lot of it's corrupt. Not all of them. There's a lot of good police, a lot of good judges, good lawyers, all that. But a bunch of y'all are true, loud pieces of work, pieces of shit. And you know you are, but you parade around every day like you're this and that. You're married men and all this stuff, but you're gay. You're messing with little boys and you're playing off and little kids. Shit is sick. You deserve the damn death penalty. This shit makes no sense. But many of you, if you care so much about Lakira, all these ladies, not just Lakira, because all of them are important. I'm just speaking on her because it's one of the most recent that I've dealt with. But all of us have to come together as a community because trying to blame it on the police and what they're not doing, that's not going to solve it. It's going to take everyday people like me and you to bond together and show them we can fix some of these issues on our own. But we just take it on waiting on the police to give us an update. You can keep waiting on updates because there's not going to be any. Crooked police, crooked judges, crooked people all the way up the ladder. And I know many of you know. I keep saying this. Too many people that cared. Too many people that knew her. Too many people that associated with Pig. But y'all all don't know nothing. That's bullshit. And y'all know I know it. Because a bunch of y'all have fumbled up in your stories with me. And you ain't got no reason to lie to me. I'm not the authorities, but you fumbled up in your stories. Or I lost my train of thought. Or you contradicted yourself. Tell me one thing and then later you told me something else. The day is coming where all this stuff is about to come to the light. Trust me. And you ain't even gonna know it hit your left field. Because a bunch of y'all, whatever was involved in it, you think it's over. You think you got by. You didn't get by. Because for one thing, God is not asleep. And I know many of you do care. I'm just saying there's many there that scream they care and haven't made any effort to reach out, to have some real efforts to go have a search party, to really beat down these streets. Let's drum this stuff back up. Let's start getting Akira's pitch face back out there. Let's start getting Poonie's pitch face back out there. Let's start getting laquanda's face back out there. Let's start back getting Kimberly's face back out there. These stories die. And then you keep saying, oh, the media, they're not doing. Fuck the media. We don't have to have the media. We have ourselves. We got the community. It's not just African American community. There's plenty of Caucasian Americans that they care too. They want to help be part of it. All we have to do is just bind together. And many of y'all so focused on binding together for the wrong things. So I make an all call today. If we can get enough people, I'm asking right now in my live, that want to actually go do a search, let's do it. I'll be home. It don't matter when I'm coming home. I don't need to say that. But let's organize a search, because there has been no real searches with a real amount of people. Let's do that. If everybody could be as vigilant as me about the situation, we could be good. I don't care who I question. I don't care who I ask stuff. It don't bother me, because most of them just get mad and block me, or they open up and they tell me what they heard. So when I'm questioning, when I'm messaging you or calling you, don't take offense to it. I'm just doing the same thing that I want somebody to do for mine. If your name was mentioned or your friend or your associate, I'm just making my rounds. I'm trying to talk to everybody. And don't think that some small piece of information you got, like, oh, it's not worth it. Every piece of information is important. The smallest piece of information could lead to who did this. And the answers are right over there in that ratchet ass hotel. The Key West Inn. Everybody knows that place is notorious for prostitution, notorious for drugs. You know what I blame too? I blame the hotel owners, because they allow that shit to go on. If they would have stopped that shit from going on in the hotel, but no, they're getting kickbacks off these folks. Of course they're going to let them sell drugs and do what they want, prostitute, because they kicking back, and half of them might be these folks are fucking with these girls. So of course they're not going to say something. So I blame a bunch of these hotel owners. I blame these police that are even riding around here fucking with these girls. Because all of y'all ain't right. Y'all overlook this shit. All this stuff could be stopped. But you know what? It's too much industry. Prostitution, drugs, is too much. And I don't knock nobody for nothing they do. You do what you do. But this shit is becoming a major problem and causing many of our young women to disappear. White, black, it isn't just black girls going missing, but it's an epidemic in Montgomery with young black girls. And hotel owners, police, and people that could stop this stuff are a big part of it. So why would you let a hotel go for years and go on? You know people lost their lives, all kind of shit. How do these fucking hotels stay open? But one thing I do know is the verification that the procure was there. She was there. Doesn't matter what nobody says she wasn't. Even the young lady I spoke to that said she wasn't with her, I'll tell you the other day, you're telling a lie. It's confirmed y'all were there together. And this is supposed to be your friend. Now's the time. She has a child. She has a child at home. Think about if one day you woke up and you weren't there with your child, how your child would feel, how your family would feel. It's most definitely time to come forward. All the games, all the lies and secrets, Montgomery's have been nothing but gossip. You gossip about everything else. Everything else in Montgomery, you guys gossip about and you tell it. People in Montgomery telling on niggas for free. But y'all don't want to come forward and tell something about a friend, somebody you care about. I don't give a damn who was threatening me or saying whatever. If I knew somebody was harming who did it, somebody I cared about, I'm coming forward. What's wrong with y'all? Montgomery has I don't know what the word, a sick culture right now. And drugs, prostitution, all that shit is a major part of it. But the police and the high authorities don't want to do it. They don't want to get these girls help. It's too much. It's too much commerce, too much money being made. So of course you're not going to shut it down. Everybody benefits from that. You would never know that. But there's too many people in this city not to be speaking up. This case has been discussed behind closed door people ever since it happened, because many of you know what happened. Many of you know who's responsible for it. And like I said, a lot of y'all are watching that are involved. Your names are put up in this stuff. You're watching my lives through other people's phones and other people's pages. There's no reason. Why? What other reason would you be watching my live out somebody else's page instead of your own? You know why? Because you don't want me to see your name at the bottom of my live. You're trying to stay 2 steps ahead, but you'll never stay ahead of me. I hope your conscience eats you alive. Any person responsible for anything with these young ladies, I hope your conscience eats you alive the rest of your life, because they were young, and no matter what they had going on or what they may have been doing in these streets, they ain't deserve that. They didn't deserve that. And it bothers me, like I said, to my soul, because I have a daughter. I have a 17-year-old daughter, and if mine didn't come home, I would be crazy. I don't know what I would do. So until I get answered in everything I'm working, I will continue to do this every day, and there's nothing nobody can say or do to stop me from doing that. So I'm just asking people, if you're watching my live, your friends, associates of Pig, or any of these young ladies, let's bond together. Let's bond together and take it back. Let's go find them ourselves. Let's find information ourselves, because the police don't give a fuck. They don't. Most of them don't. They're too focused on the shit that don't matter. Harassing motorists, profiling, all that crazy shit. What about our missing youth? What about that? And if you know anybody on TV stations, radio stations, anything, they on your friend list, tag them into this live. Today gonna be the day we're gonna get all this stuff stroked back up. We're gonna bring it to the light. It ain't gonna be no local thing, clearly. Local media ain't trying to pick it out. Appreciate the footage they have given over the years, but it needs a whole lot more light. When you had all the girls going missing in DC, oh, it was national. It was everywhere. But no, Montgomery don't even want to pick it up. But today gonna be the day I made my mind up. I made my mind up a long time ago. I'm gonna do everything in my power to put it into the national spotlight. I promise. I promise. I take this just as serious as I take my 9-to-5 job. I can work a 14, 15-hour job, and guess what? These girls are on my mind every day and every night. I go to sleep with it on my mind, and I wake up with my mind. I leave my job, and I come home, and I dig. I message people. I take notes. I look over everything. I have so much on all this stuff. It's just time for all of us to bond together. Share this live, share this live, share this live. If you're watching this live and you've heard anything, even if you said something on the page, the Find the Lakira page way back, and you think it's not important or it got ruled out as nothing important, bring it back up. Inbox the mother. Call the police. Inbox me. I don't care. A bunch of y'all got my number. I know y'all do. Call me blocked. Message me from a private page. Message the mama from a private page. Whatever you got to do. It's time to bond together and get this over, because the city is holding a secret. And there's many of you that know. I don't know how you can go to sleep with yourself. I really don't. It just really bothers me. And then not only the black young women that we know about, there's so many missing black young women around Montgomery, Alabama that you don't know about. You know why? Because they don't go reported. Because they're prostitutes. They're druggies. It's the forgotten society. But you know what? No matter if a person does drugs, they prostitute, no matter what they do in this world, they're just as important as we are. Who are we to judge? Tomorrow, anything can happen. You don't know people's circumstances. You don't know what pushed people to stuff. And a lot of these people that got out there, people just forgot about them. Your own family, your own mamas, whatever. Never reached back out to them to make sure they're okay, to ask them for help. And you're wrong for that. Life is too short. Now's the time. Life is coming close to an end. We are in our last days. I don't care what you guys believe. It's time for us to bond together and look out for ourselves, for our communities. Because the police and those that are placed in those positions to help us and to take care of that, they're not doing it. All of them are. It's not all of them. Like I said, some of them are good. But stop holding the lies and the secrets in Montgomery, Alabama, and it breaks my heart. It broke my heart for me to go to Montgomery, Alabama, and to meet her mom and to look at her child, who's probably so young that he most definitely don't know what's going on. For me to look at somebody's child, they ain't seen their mama in a whole year. A mother that ain't seen their child in a whole year. Sisters and brothers that ain't seen their sister in a whole year. And then there's people around their family or around that's close to the family in the situation that are probably saying, "Oh, we're so sorry, we wanted to come home," that know exactly what happened because it came back to them, but you ain't got enough courage to come step up and say something, but you want to fake it out. You wrong. God is most definitely not asleep, and I'm dedicated to it. I don't have nothing to do but work and dedicate myself to this, and I would do that. I made a promise to her mom. I made a promise to a lot of families. Bring home Akia Eggleston, 8 months pregnant, missing from Baltimore, Maryland. Justice for Faith Hedgepick, bludgeoned to death in University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. Justice for Vanessa Honey Malone, DeKalb County, Georgia, murdered. Man, all this stuff is wrong. No one deserves to meet an early, untimely death. If you murder somebody, you're a coward. You murder and then you hide, you're a coward. Which means there's a whole lot of cowards running around that city. The cowards that are responsible for these girls missing. Like I said, I hope your soul, it rots to your soul for the rest of your life. You get no rest, no peace. I hope you see them in your head every day. But in my best, I pray that all these young ladies are still alive and well. I pray that they can be brought home. Because it's possible. There's no confirmation on nothing. All these ladies could be alive and well. We've seen too many cases of that. But it's time for you all to speak up, stop with the lies, stop with the faking, and time for us to bond together and let's go bring all these girls home. Let's get there. We find information on everything else. Because some of y'all are fake. Some of y'all be faking it out around these family members. Knowing from day one, you guys know what went on. Because it's sad I don't mind having the responsibility of it, but it's sad that it takes me being 800 and some odd miles away and for me to do more than the police have done and for the mom to be doing her own investigation. Why does the family have to do it? Aren't you guys paid and hired to take care of this stuff? But I can be this far away and just be a freelance journalist and find out so much stuff and people are so willing to talk to me, but they don't want to talk to y'all because you're not looking for answers. And if you're hiding behind a fake page and you sending things to the mom over the year, telling those lies and those cruel things, you wrong. Thinking it's a joke, something to play with. It's not a joke. It's not a game. It could be your family. But like I said, these young women been going missing in this area of Montgomery. It's not a coincidence. You have a lot of higher ups that are involved in some sick shit. I'll say it again. You have a lot of higher ups that are involved in some sick shit. Police, doctors, lawyers, judges, teachers. These days, you don't know who your children are safe around, but there's always some sicko, some pedophile, some pervert watching that's close to your family, close to your children, close to your friends. Start being more vigilant of your children's Facebooks, your children's phones. Okay, they got privacy. Start being more aware of what's going on with that. Because if many families had a nip in the bud of situations like that in the past, they could have stopped some stuff before it started. Because a lot of that stuff starts with people prowling people and preying out people on the internet. When will Montgomery, Alabama come together? Every day I look up into somebody getting killed or somebody dead in Montgomery. It's all over the world, but I'm speaking on my city. When will it stop? The killings are unnecessary. These families have to suffer. And the police just write off as drugs or robbery or whatever. You don't hear much about it. And give a young black man 50, 80, 100 years. And then we done with it. The families are left here to suffer and more. But that ain't what I'm talking about today. I'm talking about bringing home the Kira, bringing home Poonie, bringing home LaQuanda, bringing home Kimberly. I'm talking about bringing these people home. Because you know what? All the answers to all four of these cases are right inside this city. They are right in this city, but y'all wanna sweep it under the rug and act like y'all don't see it. You think all these documents and all this stuff being shared up on people was created, faked out? These are legal documents. Go look at these pages. Go look at these posts. These ain't forged documents. A lot of this stuff being put out are legal court documents. Y'all better stay woke. You're acting like you see it, but you don't see it. Because it could be your child. Stuff don't bother you or hit home until it's your child, until it's your family. Stop holding the secrets, telling the lies. Today, there's a punishment, consequences. But if you had something to do with any of these girls' disappearance, or you overheard something, or you know somebody first hand has responsibility for these things, now it's time for you to open up and tell the truth. God is not asleep, trust me. It may take years and years and years, but trust and believe it will come to the light. And then guess what? When these stories start getting in the national light, then it's really going to be pressure. Then people really going to start talking. Would you rather go ahead and just be honest and tell the truth about what happened now, or wait until the world know it? That's on your conscience. Be a man, be a woman. If you're involved in this stuff, you know somebody firsthand involved. You heard stories, you heard things. Today is the day to speak up. Call the police. Call the witness line. Call the mother. Message the mother. Call me. Message me. Let's bring all these women home. It's just a sad situation. I'm the journalist of the people. I strongly care. And people always say, what's your angle? I don't have an angle. I don't get paid for this. I don't work for no big major media, no media company, no newspaper. I don't work for nothing. I work for me because Adrian Williams, dreamer journalist, likes to write. I love to write. I got a passion for helping those with missing family members. I got a passion for it in cold cases. And I'm going to do that. That was part of my calling, but I didn't get to do it. But guess what? I'm still going to do it. I'm going to keep going live and posting and posting and posting and networking and doing everything I can because God is moving. He's put me in place with the right people. And my network is getting strong. You'd be surprised what kind of people are contacting me because my name is traveling and my work is traveling. And I want to help every family I can to my best of my ability. I really am. And I don't want anybody to think I've taken focus off of the other cases of Honey Malone and Akia and Faith Hedge, because in the other case I was working, I haven't. I just went home, and that case really, really started sticking with me when I went home. So it's been on my mind heavy every single day. And to the young lady I spoke to, you'll watch the live. I'm asking you, I'm begging you, I'm pleading you to please come forward and tell the truth. Because despite you telling me that you didn't know anything or she wasn't there with you, I know in my heart, my mind, my spirit, and through confirmation of others, you were there, y'all were there together. I know you're scared. You have the right to be. You're probably being threatened, intimidated. You need you to pray and to go tell these people what happened. Pig deserves it. Her mama deserves it. Her family deserves it. Her child deserves it. So all of you run around with these lies because a bunch of y'all are part of this. All the bullshit y'all posted. Some of that stuff don't even make no sense. But only a person that has first-hand knowledge of somebody that did it would know this stuff. And y'all wrong. That city, I just pray for my city. And I pray that we get some people in place that really, really care about our missing persons in Montgomery, Alabama. Because right now, a lot of them don't. And like I said, there's a lot of good police, good judges, good DAs, I didn't say everybody don't care. But it's a bunch of crooked shit been going on. It's been going on for years. But it's the homeboy club. You got the people that grew up together, and then their homeboys, they get into these big positions later in life, and their homeboy gets them some shit, and they just, hey, I need a favor, homeboy. And they brush it on the table. You hear it for a minute, and there's nothing else of it. But all I would say is if you've been convicted of prostituting young girls, to be honest, your name should come up in anything concerning missing young girls. That's what I think. And then you got statements on different cases in Montgomery from federal witnesses where statements just disappear. Statements don't disappear unless people there make them disappear. So as I keep saying, I will keep repeating. If you know firsthand of what happened to somebody, or you've heard a conversation about somebody saying they did something to somebody, you're just as guilty as the person who did it by not speaking up. Let's not keep talking about fear and worry about what's going to happen to us. Let's talk about what's right and what's wrong. And I wish to God I could be in a high position. See, they won't let people that's going to do the right thing for the most part be in these positions. It's always some people that got some corrupt shit going on, a corrupt past. What you need to start doing when you vote for these officials and you vote for these people, why don't you do a background check on them? Do a criminal check on them. Dig back into their past. See what they're really about. 80% of these people running for offices ain't nothing like what you think they are. Ain't nothing but a mirage. It ain't nothing but a cover up. bunch of fakery, a bunch of perversion, a bunch of damn pedophile shit, a bunch of trafficking, it's there. Montgomery, Alabama is in the heart of it. It's just we won't see it because they're going to push it under the rug. So if you got family out there, young ladies, I don't care, young men, whatever it is, out there, they on drugs, they prostituting, they doing whatever, you done shamed them, you don't want to be around them, fuck all that. Push all that shit to the side. Life is very short. Go get your families. Go get your children. Go get your nieces. Whatever. Go get them. Go get them help. Don't let your children, don't let your family be a part of the bullshit and epidemic that's going on in Montgomery, Alabama, and all through Alabama. Don't let them be a part of that. Save them. You forgive and forget. Nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. We're family. And as a community, we're a family. We all are a family, whether you like it or not. White, black, red, purple, pink. We are all a family. And this is an issue, and this is a problem for all of us. So I'm asking today, how many people would truly Montgomery, Alabama, surrounding areas take a stand to come together? Let's bring home some of these girls. Let's get the information out. Because like I said, it's a bunch of y'all that know, and it pisses me off that y'all just sit on it. Like it's okay. Because it could be your child. I keep saying this. It could be your child. If it was your child and somebody knew, you'd be saying that the people were just as guilty by knowing. And it's no different with you. But you want to hide behind fake pages because you don't have the courage to come forward and tell the truth because you're scared. Which you have the right to be. But right is right and wrong is wrong. Bring these girls home. Bring home Lakira to her child, to her mother, to her family. Bring home Poonie to her children, her family, her mother. Bring home Laquanda to her mother, her family. Bring home Kimberly. Bring home all these girls. Because the key to all them cases are right there in Montgomery. The answers are still there. It's just Montgomery want to live by a code. But ain't no code. Because when they come to a dope case or something, y'all niggas snitching for free. Y'all niggas getting jammed up in petty stuff and y'all telling. But y'all don't want to tell what these missing girls are. Some of y'all niggas are pathetic. Really, really pathetic. Some of you public officials, higher level, are pathetic. Sick. Need help. Don't need to be in no kind of office. I don't have no problem saying this. It's truth and it's facts. It's just every time these facts come out, people want to report these pages and get this stuff blocked and took down. But guess what? People so consistent, they're going to keep putting it up, keep putting it up, keep putting it up. If you're a public official and you got the power to make changes to the missing person system in Alabama to make it better, use your power. If you're not using your power, what are you there for? Why are you in these positions? For the pay? Just to sit up in the office and say you got that title? What have you done? What have you done the last time a child was missing? So I'm saying, Chief Police, the mayor, can we get something together, some systems, some programs together to make an effort stronger for looking for these missing women? Black, red, don't matter what color. It's not even about color. I'm just speaking on young black women because there's a lot of that happening. Can we get some kind of systems together? Can we get some kind of bills together to make it more of an effort to look for these young ladies when they're missing? Even if they're above the age. Just because they're adults, we can't just make an assumption that, oh, they left on their own, which we always do. Can we get some things in place? Is there anybody, councilmen, judges, lawyers, police, DA, anybody on your friends list, tag them. Let's have a forum. Let's get something together so we can get some things in place to nip these issues in the bud. Drugs, prostitution, trafficking. Let's get this. Let's do it. Let's come together as a family. Because we are. But the problem is everybody's so busy being against each other. Nobody care about any individual struggles if it don't affect them. If it ain't your family, you don't care. Like I said, all these girls got kids. All these girls got kids, except Laquanda. All of them got kids. Their moms, dad, and family have to pick up the weight, have to look in their kids' face every day, knowing that their mamas ain't coming home to them. I don't know how many of y'all can rest, and it breaks my heart. It does. It's not right. Today is the day. If you know anything on any of these cases, speak up. No matter how you got to do it. Facebook, the police, whatever. I don't care. Come forward. Give these families some closure, some justice. Let them know the answers, because I know the answers are right in the city. Because that city gossip and talk about everything. But y'all ain't talking about none of this stuff. But trust me, one thing I know in all the years I'm there, them streets talk. Them streets talking, they already talking. So I told y'all, some of y'all doors start getting knocked down, or some of y'all phone records start getting subpoenaed and all that crazy stuff. Don't be upset then, because you had your opportunities, but you told pieces of stories and you told lies, and it's all about to come back to bite you in your ass. You ain't even gonna know where it came from. What they coming over, kicking my door down for? What they taking me in? Because your ass, a lot of y'all, in a lot of these cases lied initially, and the facts are coming out. Because what I told you, there's always somebody in a person's circle that you piss off, that was your friend at that time, but don't like your ass no more. And then when they get caught up in some little shit, they telling big shit on y'all to get out of little shit. Please share this live, share this live, share this live. Let's stop losing so many black young women in Montgomery, Alabama. Losing women in general, missing persons at all. Everybody's important. I'm speaking on women, men, women, children. Any missing person is important. But I'm speaking on the epidemic in Montgomery, Alabama. If you guys don't see the trend, you're just blind. You're not trying to see the trend. If you don't see these public officials, big people pushing this shit to the side or keep saying, oh, we're waiting for somebody to come, people come and talk. Ain't nobody going to just walk up in the police department, going to walk up in the DA's office, going to walk up in the investigation office and just say, here's the information. That's the whole point of you doing your job. You apply pressure. You do things to make people talk. Because when you're trying to push somebody up on a bogus case, on some bullshit, y'all got all the tactics in the world to try to wham a nigga that ain't guilty on something. And sorry for me saying nigga. To wham somebody that ain't guilty. Y'all got all the tactics in the world to trick somebody into confession or trick somebody into being a suspect. Y'all hurry up and find somebody to convict on something. There's so many men, women sitting up in Alabama prisons on crimes you know they didn't commit, but you railroaded them. They was friends with people and you railroaded them, and you talking right into these cases. You got innocent men and women sitting in prison for the rest of their life for stuff they didn't do. And many of these police forces, the agencies, and investigators know from day one they fucked the investigation up, and they know these guilty people are still out here. It's a lot of injustice and a lot of wrong shit that's going on, but we as a people can fix it. Stop putting these people in these offices. Stand up. Ain't nothing wrong, nothing stronger than the power of people. If we bond together, all races, it ain't about a race, we can be something more powerful than any high-ranking official, anything, if we come together. Put all the differences aside. Let's come together as a team. Let's bring these people home. Let's clean back up our communities. Let's run some of this bullshit out of our communities. Let's stop it. Let's reclaim our youth. It ain't just about the missing girls. Some of this misguided youth, all the violence. And it's an all call. If you part of these drug situations, these gangs and all this, there's many of you guys that are a part of change. I salute many of you guys that are in gangs or whatever in Montgomery that over the years have been part of the solution. I encourage many more of y'all, let's do the same thing. Life is too short for us to be killing each other over petty stuff. We should all bond together and let's just be stronger as a race, stronger as people, stronger as a city. It's not hard. And this is a passion to me. I'm making a plea to you guys. Many of you know me. Many of you supported me in everything in my life. You follow me in everything in my life. And I appreciate that. That's what gives me the courage to wake up every day and do what I do. And I'm going to continue to do it. I will never stop until I get the answers that are needed. Because I made a promise to these families. So Montgomery, Alabama, when are we going to stop with all the secrets? All the secrets and all the lies. Let's come together. Let's get answers. Any ideas, anything you guys come up with, I'm all for it. I'll do everything in my power to help. Inbox me. My inbox is wide open. You can talk to me anytime. If you got a missing loved one or something going on you want to start something about, let's do it. I'm all for that. So please, anybody in TV, news, law enforcement, any place of high power, somebody please share this in the Montgomery City Watch. Share it in the Montgomery City Watch. Share it to your groups. Share it to your friends. Share it to your messenger. Share it, share it, share it. Let's stop the epidemic of the missing young black women in Montgomery, Alabama. Let's stop the epidemic of powerful people having stories pushed under the table to cover up for people. Because it's there. The corruption is there. Let's stop it. Let's come together as a people. If you care about these young ladies that are missing, let's come together. Let's get answers. Because waiting on the police to do it, they can't do it by themselves, even the ones that care. It's up to us as the families of those victims, those missing peoples. It's up to us that are part of all the conspiracies and all the corruption going on. Because there's a lot of corruption and things you guys are going through that you're scared to address. Let's come together as a group of people. There's nothing more powerful than a group of people pushing for the same objective and the same goals. And I'm dedicated to this. Dream the Journalist is dedicated to this. This is a passion and I won't stop. I promise any family that I've talked to about their missing loved ones, their cold cases, I won't stop until I get answers about things. And God has blessed me to have the ability, people trust me and they talk to me. I found out many things on many cases that the police couldn't find out. And I will keep pressing. And and I thank all you guys for the support. I thank you guys for all the shares. I thank you guys for all the inboxes with all the support. You guys make me what I am. Because initially in the beginning, I didn't have the confidence, the courage to do it. But one day, I just woke up and said, hey, I'm going to start doing it. And I don't regret my decision. I will continue to be me, continue to be true to Adrian Williams, continue to be true to Dream the Journalist, and I'll continue to be true to the families of those affected with missing family members or cold cases. I love you all. I think it's time for us all to learn to love each other because life is too short. So let's bond together. Let's get this information. Don't go to bed tonight with it on your conscience if you know something about anything that happened to these young ladies. Get it off your chest. God is a forgiving God. Get it off your chest. Bring some closure, some peace to these families. And I thank you all for taking the time to watch my live. I ask you all to share my live to all your groups, all your friends, Messenger. I ask you to do that. Y'all have a blessed night.